All right, we're on.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you been?
I've been good. Sorry it just took long. It's been a while.
You good? You good?
It's just I don't know, just I forget like what settings I have this thing on and
Yeah.
then it'll just fuck everything up and I have to start all over. Like right now it's quiet, but I think yeah, it's picking everything up.
I mean, it's perfect. I can hear everything, so mm, it's doing the job well.
Just try to always like stay close to the mic. Just maybe speak up a little bit
Yeah.
just so you like catch your
Catch
voice.
everything. Yeah.
So what you been up to, Just I don't know. How's life?
Um, you know, after high school, I thought about going to college. But just it's certain things that that play in life that just not that I didn't let me, but I just thought that college wasn't a route for me.
Hmm.
So I just I work different jobs until I found a job that that I think that pays
Wait, how
okay.
long have I known you for? I think it's been a minute.
Bro, I've been knowing you since I was in
Like we're in
we go way,
Montgomery,
yeah, we
right?
go way
Like
back, like maybe like first grade, maybe not even, yeah, like
really?
first grade, second
That
grade, bro.
long?
I had a class with you in second grade for sure.
Yeah, we're in Montgomery together. I remember that, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
remember. I remember we had an old
Uh,
ass teacher. I don't know what was it. Well, I think her name was Miss.
was it that like bigger lady,
Yeah, yeah,
dude?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We go. I'm telling you, bro, we go way back, and I even went. I don't know whose birthday party it was that I went to. I think it was me, you, and Caesar and Raul. I think.
Oh, dude, I need to get them on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
thought about them yet.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we like I said, we go way back. But it's been a long time.
I know, dude. I miss those days. I remember we would always no, I'm Blair. Like we would always go out and like play
Bro,
soccer, do whatever
didn't
the
didn't we
fuck.
get in trouble, bro? At one time we were playing this. Wait, I think with the
Oh, we're
monkey
playing.
bars.
No,
I
wait,
think we
what?
were wrestling or something, and we got in trouble, and we all had to sit out for like.
Nah, that was me in middle school.
Oh, well, I mean, cause I remember in elementary we wrestled, I think, and then we got caught or something, and
No,
then.
wait, I would always get in trouble because I would always bring the football,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, 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 yeah.
we'd go we'd go play tackle football.
And then there, that's how.
See, this is the thing. Like kids are, or I feel like they're being way too protected right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, you could say that because there's a lot of things that I used to do when I was a little kid that nowadays they don't even let them, too overprotective.
It's just
Playing,
sad. Or sorry, go ahead.
no, I mean like playing sports in general. Like I see a lot of parents just not wanting their kids to like just play sports or just like at such a young age because they don't want them to get hurt or something.
No, I remember I was mentioning this earlier episode how now they give out like the little participation trophies, all that. It just
Yeah,
cause here's the thing with me. I wanted to win.
yeah,
Like I didn't. Losing teaches you so much
yeah.
about winning. It really does.
But there's not a better feeling than winning either.
But you have to learn how to win by losing.
Yeah,
And then it's something like even like a simple thing as giving out a participation award. Like everyone gets this, right?
yeah,
What's making you special
yeah.
from someone else? And it might be like, oh yeah, the kid has to feel blah blah blah, whatever. But you're really just protecting it 'cause that's not what the world's like.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Like
definitely. And yeah, yeah, it's been a long time since we actually talked, and just caught up. I remember while I was at the Cowboy store and we talked and caught up and stuff.
oh yeah, for sure. That was
But we just got
shout
life.
out to that 8-8.
Hey, you already know, Cowboys for
Hey,
life, baby. But yeah, man. Like I said, life's been it's interesting. I just now got out of school and I'm just now getting a little bit of taste of how it is, and it's quite a journey. Everybody has a different journey, but it's quite a journey for me especially.
talk about yourself a little bit. Like what? Because we graduated the same year in summer of 2018.
Yeah, you know, uh, I graduated school like I said, and worked a couple different jobs, and I got this one opportunity off of my brother's friend. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna go work at this one job because he works in construction. He does drywall and framing. So hey, I got this one job opening, and they're sending me to this one job. Yeah, I don't know if you want to come with me." And so, like in my mind, I'm like, dang, I really need this money, and it sounds pretty cool. So I took it, and ever since then, I've been working, sometimes Sundays too, 7 days a week. Which I mean, it sometimes sucks, but the paychecks, it makes up for it. And I just been working ever since and try to like come up and see if I have any possibilities of getting an opportunity of opening up my own company or something. But I mean, just baby steps. As I learn how the whole thing just plays out, and you know,
Have you always wanted to do that, or what did you always want to do?
I, I mean, I've always wanted to be like an FBI agent. Like to be completely honest with you,
Really?
yeah, I've always wanted to be one of those, and ever since I was a kid. I mean, sports were always in the back of my mind, obviously, but I just came to my senses, and I'm like, look, I'm a little bit too small for not for everything, but I'm just small for the sports that I want to do. So I thought about it realistically, and like when I was in maybe seventh grade, eighth grade, I was like, yeah, FBI agent sounds pretty cool. Um,
What about the before the FBI agent? If you even knew.
before that, maybe I would say, I mean, like I said, it was either football or FBI agent. And
Really?
yeah, and I mean, football has always had a love for me, especially, I mean, football and soccer, but football has stuck to me, because I'm a Texas baby. And, football's big here. And I've always seen, I have cousins and stuff that grew up here and played here, and I saw them play, and I always wanted to be like them. But, I mean, it
It's
just,
just so difficult. We have to go, especially in football, and then with like all the scandals that go on with
yeah,
like the brain, like concussion, all that different
you
stuff.
see, and that's what made me realize all that stuff, and it's not, at the end of the day, it's not worth putting your body into all that just for a couple bucks. I don't know. Like I said, I just got the job opportunity. Just took that route instead and just looked into it. And I just thought maybe, this could lead to a bigger, I guess you could say, better future for me and my family. Because I'm not thinking about myself, or I'm just thinking about what's best for my family. And you know,
I don't know. It's just something I do find weird about a lot of people. I just can't see it's that how how much they have to do for money,
yeah,
or how much like the amount of work, or not even work, just whatever they have to do just to get a quick buck. And sometimes I'm like, is that really the best way?
yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has their different opinions. I guess some are just driven by money, you know, and everybody just wants to get like a quick buck, I guess you could say, and just the money's always gonna be there.
I don't know. It's just interesting to me at least.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I've thought about it and stuff, a whole lot of money and stuff, but lately, as I've been working and stuff, I realized that money isn't really the most important thing, Um, like I've been working, like I said, I worked 7 days a week before, and it went to the point where I missed a couple birthdays. I almost missed Christmas because I was working, and it just made me realize that my family wanted me to be there, and sometimes family time's a lot bigger than just money, you know, and you know, but
It's just this weird system that we live in. Like it's almost scripted. Cause what do they say when you go to school? Like go to college, get a good job. They always say get a good job. You need to get paid well, etc., etc. But you forget that you're not on here to work. You're here to live.
yeah,
That's the whole point of life, really. You know.
yeah, yeah,
Cause
yeah.
they never. When did someone other than like a super like impactful teacher, shout out to Rainey, you had him,
Always, shout out Rainy,
but
taught me a lot.
yeah,
He knows
yeah,
up.
hell yeah, 'cause he didn't teach you, get a job, do this. He taught you go live, like go shoot a fucking crocodile,
Yeah,
or like save whatever it was. He taught you to live, and that's what. It's just weird. It's just weird to me to think about.
yeah. I mean, he taught me to just always do whatever makes me happy. Like I said, shout out to Rainy and all the not only the lessons he taught in school, but the life lessons he actually gave to us, and I learned a lot about that. about the guy, and I thank God, I came across him, and hopefully I see him one day. But yeah,
No, it's cool to have him. It's probably still one of my first episodes, even though it's like an hour, or one of my favorite. I said,
I mean,
and
yeah.
it was only an hour. Like I'm definitely bringing him back because
Nah, you
I can
gotta
do a
bring him back for
solid.
sure. You
I
gotta bring
got
him back for
I got a
sure.
solid like 3 or 4 more hours with him at least for now.
That man knows a lot, and
Yeah, no
he'll
shit.
blow. He'll blow
No,
your
not only
mind.
that, it's just a lot of fun to talk to.
Yeah, he's really fun to talk to, and he's really open minded about a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
stuff. And I mean, he's a great man. But yeah, man, totally.
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. Like I know you're kind of like trying to take this professionally, but I just like this should be chill. Just like
Yeah,
loosen back, just go talk about whatever fuck you want. Like it's like you're not sitting here with a script.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
And something else a lot of people do, like I said, the whole thing scripted. Like
yeah,
even like the news, I was listening earlier, how like you have to think about how trained they are to sit or like to stand and stand up in front of like bright lights and giant ass cameras and
yeah,
like good evening America, blah blah blah. Like
yeah.
it's not professional. Like the amount of training, like do
Mhm.
they even care or is it just some sort of agenda? If you really start thinking about that,
I mean,
like with the news,
it's their job, But like I said, yeah, you're totally right. Just chill out. But yeah, bro. What do you do in your free time?
me shit, I do a lot right now. I don't got. I really been getting into hockey recently. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna start playing.
yeah, I've seen
Soon.
that, but
It's
I can't even
badass.
ice skate, to be honest with you. Like
I mean,
that
you
thing.
just learn. It's not. It didn't take me long to learn.
Not I went for the first time with, I think it was like last year with one of my best friends, and dude, I couldn't even stand. Like I promise you, like thing was weird to me. My toes were hurting like so bad as soon as I got off. Like I felt like I was gonna break my ankles.
Dude, it's shout out to all the hockey lovers who are in love in
Yeah, for
enough.
sure. Yeah, I've gone to a couple games already, bro, and
It's funny 'cause I basically traded out the NFL for hockey, football. Dude, okay, here's the thing. I used to always like I just love every sport.
yeah.
Like I'll watch anything. I just like competition.
Mhm.
And I really respect the amount of time and effort all those years,
Yeah,
like everything it took
sacrifices.
for those men and women to be to the point where they are. And it's really appreciate it, and it's just respectful. But I feel like the reason I just traded it out is just 'cause there's a lot more action in hockey.
Yeah,
'Cause here's the thing about I eventually found boring about football. It's so especially right now 'cause I have a lot tighter schedule. It's so fucking long, and that is what she said.
yep. She definitely
So, 'cause they have like a play, it'll it'll
yeah,
be in like 10 seconds.
especially now because all these rules. I get it. You're
Yeah.
trying to protect the players, but you
No, it's
know,
not only that. It's just the way the game works. Like there's a play, 5-10 seconds. They stop for 40, plan something out, and then it's like another 10 seconds,
yeah,
5 seconds. It's like another minute, and then basketball, which is huge right now, is just continues for the whole 48 minutes.
yeah.
Soccer just continues for 90 minutes. That's why they're huge.
Mm-hmm. Nah, but hockey's another thing I've seen.
Hockey, dude.
Yeah, they keep playing even when you sub out. Like I've seen it when they sub out the whole team. Like everybody just gets out and then
Yeah, they just jump out
yeah, they just
the
jump
wall
out
and that you already
and
be
and it's
ready.
crazy how you just gotta get back real quick and skate that fucking fast. And like I said, I can't even skate, so to me that's amazing.
It's plus the intensity because you won't
Yep.
like for those
Bro,
20.
especially when they hit each other trying to get the little puck, bro. It's
Dude,
crazy
they don't give a
as hell.
fuck.
I'm
They'll
telling you, bro.
smash you against the fucking wall, like the face,
Yep, and then when they start
like
fighting,
be
that's
against it.
yep.
It's fucking crazy. It's great though.
It's I don't know. It's a good sport though.
It's something.
Like,
It's
yeah,
something different. It really doesn't get enough love.
or enough attention to be honest with you. But yeah,
Like shout out to the Canadians though.
yeah for sure.
Like I think they
Yeah.
invented or whoever invented hockey. Like thank you.
Wait, so do they have like an Olympic sport, like an Olympics for hockey?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think.
And who usually
it would
takes it?
definitely. It would be a Winter Olympic,
Mhm.
or I'm pretty sure it is.
So who usually takes it?
I know Finland won a world tournament or something
Yeah.
last summer.
So it's basically the countries are just icy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
basically.
yeah, I mean, makes sense. But I mean, another sport that doesn't get enough love or attention that I believe is probably rugby.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say that.
rugby should get like a lot more attention than it does because you know I've seen a couple clips, you know, a couple games, and it's intense, you know, and
Yeah,
it's
they don't stop running.
yeah they don't,
They're
bro,
running the entire
and they're
time.
big as hell. Like some of them are
Dude,
big as hell,
they're
and it just amazes me how. I mean, I don't know how the game works to be honest with you, but you know, you don't even have to know how the game works. It just gets intense as
no.
hell.
Here's the other thing about hockey. It's super easy. Like literally the only rules like the offside rule,
Yeah,
which is like the little blue line, and
hmm
then like it's simple.
yeah,
And then hold up,
you good?
my bad.
No, you good?
It's that one, and then like the icing whenever like the defense
Yeah.
dumps it all the way down to
hmm
the other side, like they stop it and they regroup, and that's really about it. Like it's fun. It's 60 minutes. It's an hour.
I mean, I think about it, and I mean, one thing is like I said, is skating, but probably the other thing is hitting the puck. I feel like you know to have accuracy to, you know, to actually shoot it and make it wherever you want to make it. I mean, it has to be like hard as hell.
Both sides really. Like not only the shooter but the goalie.
Yeah, too. But the goalie has a lot of protection, so
Oh yeah, but still like it's a little it's a flying rock
yeah.
like flying at you at 100 miles per hour.
I like that one time where Mia Khalifa went to a hockey game and hit her, and I think it was a boobs,
It
and
probably hit her
it
in.
popped. Yeah, it popped one of her boobs. I think it was. Yeah,
I need to watch.
Yeah, I think it was her. Yeah, I think it was her. Yeah, where a puck just hit her boobs and it popped. And
Shit,
so,
that's her fault.
I mean, big hockey fan apparently. Um,
She doesn't give a fuck.
yeah,
She's
I'm
trying
more
to
than
get.
positive.
She does.
She just fakes everything. I mean, she has to get money somehow. Since her last profession, she quit.
Did she?
Shout out to Mia Khalifa. But yeah, bro. I mean,
That shit's fun.
what,
Yeah, have you ever seen? Oh, what were you asking?
what you think about the Super Bowl? Who's gonna take it? Be honest with me right now. Who's gonna take it right now?
Fuck. I mean, I'm leaning more towards the Chiefs just 'cause I like
Bro,
Patrick
I
Mahomes,
I
but they're
honestly
not.
think. You don't think so? I
I
honestly
don't think they are.
they
I don't know. I haven't followed at all.
no.
I just know. I just knew as soon as the Patriots picked Garoppolo, I
Mhm.
knew he was gonna go somewhere.
I I don't know. I mean that Niners defense is killer. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, dude.
But I mean they have a really good offense too. I mean they're in the Super Bowl for a
You're gonna have
reason.
to explain that a little more just for the people that, or me, even me, that I'm not that caught up.
Oh, I mean you know they. I mean the Niners have a good defense. Okay, and like they probably got a better defense than the Chiefs. And you know, but I don't think there's anybody, not only in the Niners but in the NFL in general, that could guard Tyreek Hill. I just don't think. I mean, he's just too fast. You know, he's too fast, and then they also got other weapons, just like Travis Kelsey, and then Pat Mahomes just has an arm, bro. He just has an arm. He will launch it anywhere he wants. But I mean, at the same time, there goes Jimmy, bro. Jimmy could do the same thing. You know.
Yeah, 'cause fucking Tom Brady taught him.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? You think if actually Dak went to the Patriots like that, like underneath, I guess Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, he'll be a lot better than what he is right now?
I mean, that's a good question 'cause in the Patriots he'd never play.
You think so?
I mean, he was on the bench for a while. He was supposed to be the future QB.
Are you talking about Jimmy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause he was supposed to be the future. But when the fuck's Tom Brady leaving?
I just read on the news. I mean, not on news, but on Instagram that he just enrolled his son in a school in Nashville. So I don't know if that says something, or I mean, you know, I'm more than positive he's leaving.
He's trying to tease us.
I'm more than positive he's leaving, bro.
Really,
He
watch that.
He should leave, bro. He's already too old. I don't think he has it anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I think they moved on, but just they don't want to tell the world. But I think more than positive the Patriots and Tom Brady parted ways already. I mean, there's nothing.
And just think about it. It's quote bad season. He still went to the playoffs. He's been in the playoffs every year. How many times have the Cowboys gone to the playoffs in the last 20 years?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, bro. But at the same time, we don't have what the Patriots had, bro. I mean, the coaching and all the players that came through that
Yeah, but
organization,
why are
bro.
the Cowboys like the most valuable team in like just the most valuable team? They have more money around Madrid.
Yeah, they. I think it's like the
They're
number one.
number
Yeah,
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
one
saying. They're number
organization.
one.
Yeah.
Why like that's something I've always wanted to like debate or I love debating
Mhm.
Cowboys fans.
Okay.
Like why is it that the Cowboys have so much money but they can't do shit with it?
Okay. I believe, in all honestly, I mean, what I see. I mean, the difference between us and the
Try to
Patriots.
get closer.
Yeah, the difference between us and the Patriots, right? I feel like Bill Belichick has a lot more power than what Jason Garrett had, and all the coaches before him. Um, he runs a lot of stuff there and he does whatever he wants, and I think that's why that organization is so successful.
Why can't we get? I mean, Cowboys have the money for it. Why don't they get one?
What Super Bowl?
Yeah,
I mean, it takes a lot more than just money, bro. You could pay
I mean
you could pay a running back $100 million like we did.
that's what they're doing with Zeke.
Yeah, but is Zeke gonna take it to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. I don't think Zeke by himself can take us to the Super Bowl, even though
And that's just the last what 3 or 4 years they've been in the league.
yeah. I
What
mean,
about the last 16? What happened there?
all right, look,
Yeah, we're about to get into this.
yeah, we're about to get into this good.
That's what it's about. Just having, just.
I don't
loosen up.
think. Look, honestly, if Romo had this team, I think we would have gone to Super Bowl.
Romo had the number one offensive line.
But yeah, I mean that's about it. Well, he didn't have his.
Yeah,
Did he have a defense to back him up? Cause that's what I argue with my brothers. Like, okay, well, they're telling me that Dak isn't consistent and stuff, Which I mean, I see it sometimes, that where he drops. I mean, where he throws passes and they're short or, they're high or something like that. But I don't think Dak had the defense to back him up, so they could go far. We didn't even have a kicker to begin. Like to be honest with you, our kicker would miss anything.
didn't you have Dan Bailey, one of the greatest kickers of all time?
Yeah, and we let him go first. I don't know what reason
Yeah,
or
that's
what
what
the
I'm
hell
saying.
Jerry was
Yeah,
smoking on.
yeah. What about the last 20 years he didn't get to the playoffs or the Super Bowl? That's what I want. That's what I want to know. I'm just curious
I don't know.
where he got into this debate. We just ended
Nah,
up here.
we're not going
But
out either.
nah.
Like, look, my Cowboys are gonna win the Super Bowl soon. I promise you that.
How soon?
Like, well, you can mark my words. Next year, we're going deep in the playoffs. We might even go to the.
Weren't y'all? Let me ask you this: weren't y'all saying that for the last 20 years?
And we're gonna save for the next 22.
Well,
Yeah, it don't matter. All right, I'm a Cowboys fan till I die. But I think with this new coaching staff, I really believe that.
you know what the Cowboys are? They're the New York Knicks of the NFL. New York Knicks ain't shit. You know why though? 'Cause management. Their
Yeah,
their front office is.
I mean, yeah, I believe that. Just like I mean, we had a couple like our first round picks just go out the window like Taco. I don't know if it was the first round or second round, but he's playing for Miami now. He just never did shit in Dallas, and it sucks because
What's Taco?
Taco, what's his name? His last name?
I know Taco Fall from the Boston Celtics.
Nah, not that one. He came out of I forget what college he came out of, but yeah, um, the coaches were just the clapping carrot is just he wasn't even there to be honest with you. I wouldn't get motivated by a coach that just fucking claps for everything. Just to be completely honest with you, a team that good should not be wasted at all. I think that's a problem.
Jason, I really believe Jerry's the problem. I don't know if
Yeah,
how
because
Cowboys
he gets
fans see it,
yeah,
but Jerry's the
I see it. I
problem.
see
You
Jerry
see
should
it?
just get the fuck out of it. I mean, you're an owner, but let everybody do whatever they're paid to do. You're an owner. Just sit back and just watch the show. But
I feel like what Jerry. This is why I love Mark Cuban, because Mark Cuban actually knows basketball. He loves it.
bro, he brought it up. He brought the Mavericks up.
Yeah, that's why that. Yeah, 'cause he that's what I love about Mark, 'cause he
Yep.
doesn't do it. And it brings back to our earlier conversation. It's not about
Mhm.
the money. He did it. Hey, I love basketball. I have a shitload of money. I'm gonna buy a basketball team.
Yep.
He won championship. He swept Kobe. He beat LeBron, like both of them in their prime.
Yep.
like Kobe coming off
Shout out to
of
Dirk for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's why
That's GOAT, you know. Um,
he had Dirk. Dirk kind of like they weren't. None of them were all stars. Like they were good players, they were great players, but they weren't all stars. They
yeah,
weren't LeBron James, they weren't Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade, they
Wade,
weren't
Chris Bosh,
Kobe.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they were just
I mean
like good players,
yeah,
and they
but
just somehow won.
them finals were crazy. You know, I remember I went to the stadium on what was it, game 6 or game 5?
Oh, you actually went to the game?
No, no, no. Like to the stadium, how you would watch it
I
outside.
was about to say, like,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, nah. Tickets were too damn expensive. I was only 11 years old either way, but you know, it's just a surreal feeling whenever you know your city wins a championship, you know, and it's just badass, you know, especially for Dirk. Dirk deserved one for sure.
I know Boston fans know a thing too about what we're talking about. They win every year. That's Boston's just crazy.
Yeah, back when they had Garnett and
No, like even now their team's good again.
I mean, they have good players, but I don't think they're as good as they should be.
They're all young though.
Yeah, that's a
Jason
good thing.
Tatum.
Yeah.
What's the name? The zero. Fucking super. Jalen Brown.
Yeah. I
Jalen
was
Brown,
thinking
and
about the
they
wrong
have
team.
Kemba Walker, like a
Kemba
9 year,
Walker is like,
a 9 or what is he, like 8, 9 year veteran? Like he's at his
yeah,
prime right now.
yeah, he's for sure though. Well, he's like, I think like his 9th year.
Yeah,
Like,
like it's a great team. They're not gonna win, but they're gonna make it far. Like they're a great team. Like they're balanced.
do you think the Lakers will actually go all the way just for
Dude.
Kobe? I think they
Okay,
have the
okay.
motivation to push.
I'm not a Laker fan, but ever they got LeBron 80. I'm like, and then
Caruso be going hard though.
yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw like LeBron. I know. We all know how LeBron is. He's just gonna go out. He's just gonna. You know what? It's my 17th season. I'm gonna
Bro, but
end my career in a few
it's his
years.
17th season, bro. Think about it. He's old. Like he's old to be doing all that stuff he does. Like he's pretty.
We're gonna
damn old.
talk about like these type of athletes in a minute. About like the type like LeBron, Cristiano, Messi. Like we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But I saw them too. I'm like, well, probably the Lakers are gonna take it. And then out of nowhere, the Clippers bring over Kawhi and
Bro, it
Paul
was crazy.
George.
All season was crazy as hell. Like you didn't even think. Well, I think the Paul George one just kind of shocked me.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
it's-
out of nowhere.
yeah.
Like everyone was saying like Kawhi's gonna go to LA. Where's he gonna go?
Mhm.
And then obviously the Lakers are like the Hollywood team. So like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to Lakers. Next thing you know, it's like the Clippers. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, it's Paul George out of everyone.
But yeah, like I mean, yeah,
I
like
think what happened. You remember if you ever watched Endgame, whenever Thanos snapped his
Yeah.
finger, that's what that's what Kawhi Leonard did.
yeah, he.
That's how he
just-
balanced the league.
I mean, it's
Cause
cause
that's after that. Cause that's one of the first dates of the deadline. I was like,
yeah,
is AD gonna go to the Lakers? Kawhi, and then AD. That's like one of the first moves.
yeah,
Anthony Davis went to the Lakers.
and then Kevin,
It makes and then Kevin
and Kyrie, Jordan Force is
Kyrie.
over there
Yeah.
at the Nets, which is crazy too, to believe that Kyrie and Kevin were even gonna play together.
I saw it coming.
You really?
Yeah, they've always been friends. Like especially in the Olympics, like
Yeah.
2012, they were really good. They were really tight. So in a way, I saw it coming. I knew they were going to New York. That's where Kyrie's from.
Mhm.
He grew up there. He kind of wanted to go back home. My bad. I'm
You
just
good.
like
Yeah, you
talking
good,
a
you
lot.
good.
But I loved what Kawhi Leonard did by joining the Clippers.
Bro, the fact that he just went to Raptors and just got him a ring, like it's crazy to think that
Kawhi-
one player could do that. But how come?
I've always loved Kawhi, like with the Spurs. I loved him when he
Yeah.
was there. When he won, he did great there. And
Yeah,
I'm happy about what he did in Toronto, just 'cause he was like super underappreciated.
yeah,
Like what he does, he's one of the last. I feel like he's one of the last good players, and this is what I mean by that. Like, basically in every sport, which is sad. Like they're all worried about the money. They have like social media.
Mhm.
They're out here like, oh, I bought this new Bugatti or Lamborghini, whatever the fuck they bought, and like what I mean with Kawhi is that he He just does it for the love of the game.
Yeah,
That's it.
he just wants to win.
He goes out every night. He does.
He just
He
wants to be a
puts his best.
champion.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you could tell. How many rings does he have? Is it 2 or 3?
2.
Yeah, 2, right? One with
Yes,
Spurs.
2
Yeah,
final MVPs.
yeah, that says a lot. I mean, what if Kobe? I mean, what if Kobe? Shout out, RP Kobe. You know what I mean? But what if Kawhi went to a different team? Like, what if he joined forces with like Devin Booker? He went to the Suns. I feel like
That one.
that would have been a pretty decent move. But I just feel like
He had to go back home because he was in San Antonio for a while, and then
that was like 6
he
years,
had
right?
yeah, and also another thing to Popovich, he just has his own He's just like a crazy genius,
Yeah, he
like
creates
crazy basketball
Yep.
genius, and he created Kawhi. Like people don't really notice that, like just the amount of success that Popovich has done. You know that this year's the first year in 22 seasons that they're not in the playoff picture. Well, technically they are,
Mm-hmm.
but
I'm more than positive he's
I
gonna pull it off.
Popovich is gonna somehow
though.
just
Yeah.
trade the whole team and make the playoffs. I don't know how the fuck he's gonna do it. He's just gonna do it. Like
Yeah.
and then Popovich is also the same way. Guys really like the culture they have down there. When do you hear anyone talking about the Spurs?
I mean,
Like even like in 2014, like in the prime, Tony Parker, Ginobili,
yeah.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Like when did you ever hear anyone talk about the Spurs?
I mean, that's true. I mean, it's always wherever. I guess they weren't superstars like that, That's probably why. But
I mean, they were making playoffs every year.
yeah, but like I said, I mean, it's always the main
They
focus.
won 5 to get 5 rings together.
Damn, that's a lot. If you think about it, that's a lot.
Yeah, no shit. But it was like I said, 'cause the players, like, they did it all for the love.
Yeah.
Like, Greg Popovich loves basketball.
Yeah.
So he's, like, he has this thing going on there. And then Kawhi was the same way. And,
Can you say that Popovich is like the Bill Belichick?
oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no doubt about it. He really is. Like, you can say Steph Kerr, but, it's recent, 'cause he's a lot newer.
Yeah.
But he also had superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he already, like, whenever he got the job in Oakland, he already had Steph. And then I think Clay was a rookie or
Yeah,
second year.
Yeah, I think it was the second year. And then next thing you know, Draymond and KD.
Yeah, Draymond and then
fucking
Boogie,
picture.
DeMarcus Cousins.
But the fact that LeBron actually pulled it off against him, though. I mean, that has to be one of the great moments.
2016 was just crazy ass year.
Yep.
Period.
It was a good year. I remember a lot of things I did that year. It was a good year in everything. Talking about like sports, music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good year. That's
Shout
what.
out 2016. You remember
Yeah.
Leicester City won the league?
Well, what?
Leicester City. You're like, who the fuck is that? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No one knows who Leicester
Who the
City is.
hell?
So 2013, they were in the second division. They just won it.
Yeah.
So that was like their first season in the Premier League,
Mhm.
and they were so close to getting relegated. And they bring in Italian coach Claudio Ranieri,
Mhm.
and then he saved them. Like towards the end of the season, they just started winning. Next thing you know, this guy Jamie Vardy comes in scoring all these goals, and that's what saved them.
Mhm.
And like the next season, they just go out and win it.
Damn. Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Nah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Really?
But like, I mean, soccer's been crazy too right now. It's been hella crazy, especially with like with the Premier League right now. I think, I mean, will Liverpool pull it off and win it?
It's Jurgen Klopp. He doesn't lose. Well,
You think so? I mean, I don't know.
they're not gonna lose now.
They got all that momentum or what?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
They haven't lost a game since last year. Literally. Liverpool has not lost a game.
I don't know, but I know this next game is gonna be a good ass fucking game.
Who are they playing?
What's I know for a fact the next game that they're playing, the team that they're playing is like 1 point behind them, and
No, they have a huge lead.
I thought it were
No, I'm gonna look it up. It's like 16 points.
it was something like that, but yeah,
No, they're really far ahead, dude.
must be nice. I think Manchester City is gonna be a really good team.
Yeah, they have 73 points.
Jesus
Manchester
Christ,
City's in second place. They have 51.
damn.
They won 24 games and they drew one. In like the season, they've played 25. They won 24 of them.
That's crazy. That's really. What about the Spanish league? What do you think about that?
I haven't really been.
I
paying
don't think
attention.
Barcelona's gonna take it though. I don't think they're
To be honest, I haven't been paying attention.
really.
No, I
No, they're
haven't.
not. I don't.
You're
think
gonna have to
they're-
catch me up with that a
I
little
think
bit.
Madrid is gonna take it because I think Barcelona just lost to. I think it was Atletico de Madrid. I think they lost to them. I
Did
think
they?
it was 2-0, and that's when Madrid took the lead, and that's when But I don't think Madrid has been the same ever since Ronaldo left.
Oh no,
For sure. I think. I mean, respect to
look at
Ronaldo.
the
though.
Cavaliers, Cleveland
Yeah.
Cavaliers.
Respect to Ronaldo. Though. Ronaldo's like one hell of a fucking player.
That's what I wanted to get to. Like one of our next points, because we're mentioning like Tom Brady. We're talking about LeBron earlier,
Mm.
like Cristiano and Messi. Like, why do you think we have like at the exact point in time we have all these amazing athletes? Like
Why?
once in a generation. Like every sport right
yeah.
now basically is in their prime.
I believe because Messi and Ronaldo and LeBron, they all grew up, after legends were made. Like what I say, like LeBron came after Jordan, right? And after all these great players that played in the NBA, and I feel like he learned a lot about them. A lot that maybe they didn't even know. I feel like Messi was the same way because Messi played with a lot of greats. He played with Puyol, they played with Xavi, Iniesta. They even played with Ronaldinho and Eto'o. And they're absolutely phenomenal players. And he played at a very young age, and so he took all
And
that.
they're amazing players, but they weren't once in a generation players.
Who the one I just mentioned? I think Puyol and Ronaldinho were really once in a generation players. If you really think about it, if you watch some highlights and
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
and
But
I really think they're once in a generation. Even Xavi,
Xavi, that was
yeah, I really think he's once in a generation midfielder. He was just amazing midfielder. But I mean, I guess the way they train too, the way they take care of themselves, has a lot to do with a lot of things.
Yeah, there's so much technology now.
Yeah, like I said, LeBron's like 30. What? He's like 35, 34, or he's older, 36.
35, I believe. Not quite
Or
sure.
he's still doing the same thing.
Well, it's 17th year.
Yeah, I'm saying it's crazy. But I mean, you could say a lot. I mean, Tom Brady really isn't the same thing anymore either. You know what I mean?
Well, Tom Brady's okay, LeBron's 35.
But at the same time, you can't compare soccer with football either.
How old is Tom Brady?
He's like 30. No, he's like 40.
39 or 40.
Yeah.
That should be 40 though. Here's the sad thing about football though is that you don't. He's 42. Fuck.
Jesus.
And he's turning. If he were to play another season, which he probably will, he'll be 43.
That's cause the thing about football, bro. Football is obviously a lot more physical than the other sports, and you tend to, I guess the hits. I guess the hits just take over. They take over your body, bro, and you feel it after a certain age, and you retire.
That's the sad thing about it though, because it is so dangerous. Like you really think they have a helmet or they have all these pads, but really, it's just more like superhuman because you don't feel getting hit.
Yeah.
Because when you hit someone, like you've played, right? You were in varsity how many years?
3 years. Yeah.
Because you've played. Whenever you hit someone, it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, well, if you hit them right and the way it's supposed to be, because there's a proper form,
Mm.
to tackle somebody.
Break us like break that down a little bit if you can, like
Well,
what or what you guys learn, because I know you have a lot of experience playing football.
yeah, I mean, for me, since I'm a small guy, okay, and it goes
Yeah,
on different
yeah,
types
like
of, you know.
even
I mean, even big guys,
no, no, I'm saying like just break it down for us
yeah,
all the way, like
yeah, okay,
how
okay, for like for a small guy like me.
like start off with a small guy and then
Yeah,
or try just compare it
yeah,
with like different
okay. Well,
positions.
like DBs are usually the smallest guys in the team, right? The defensive backs, which are the safeties and the cornerbacks. Usually for us, they teach us.
Oh, and also whenever you say the position, like try like
To
a lot of
explain.
people try.
Okay, yeah. Well, for the cornerback positions and the safeties are the ones that.
They're like on the sides,
Yeah,
right?
they're on the sides, and they're usually the fastest players, for the wide receivers to be covered. Um, but basically, when it comes to a tackle, they taught us to get as low as we can, and literally put our shoulders through, I guess you could say the waist, and just drive as much, like just drive them as far as you can, and just don't stop. Because if you try to tackle somebody and you just stop there, you're gonna get run over. Like no matter what, you will get ran over. And I believe, yeah, yeah, because whenever I was a sophomore, we had a big running back. And shout out to Mauricio. We had a big running back. He was like 230. He was running like a 4.5 40. He was pretty big, and so we had to learn by
I
tackling him.
remember him.
Yeah, we had to learn by tackling him, bro. And he was just running over people left and right. But it's different when it comes to the linebackers, and the big boys, because you just gotta hit them. You could just go run up to them and hit them because they're just big. You're not gonna easily just run through a linebacker or a defensive lineman, which are the biggest boys on the team.
Dude, they're huge.
Yeah, bro. I whenever we would go up against like powerhouses schools in Texas, bro, I would see linemen up to like 6'6", 300 pounds. It was just scary to be honest with you. Like it's just you don't
Yeah,
see
like
that.
they're trying to kill you, and then
Yeah,
even the pads add up to it.
yep. Especially when they do running plays and like you just see the linemen just go, because there's certain plays where they have to block you, and I've seen all these big linemen just coming at you, and it's just scary, bro. It's scary.
It's really misconception when most people whenever they see the linemen, they just see like a bunch of bad guys
No,
like
bro.
hugging each other
Yeah, no, they,
so
it
much.
it makes a big difference, bro. Whenever.
It's crazy how strong, how athletic they really are. Cause like I said, when you see them on TV, they just looks like bad guys, like
Yeah,
grabbing each other and
yeah,
hugging.
yeah. It's a
So
lot. It's a lot more than
they're
that.
so powerful and
Yeah.
athletic, and they're fast.
Yeah, shout out to all the linemen I know out there that I saw whenever we would play or practice. I always see the efforts, and how strong you gotta be to be able to get through people. And I respect all of that. I respect every position, but the D line and the O line really don't get that much love or credit to how good of a team you could be. Because if you have a good D line, you could like just disrupt the quarterback, and the quarterback would fuck up any play or. Um, but yeah, man. Um,
And the quarterback's always that skinny white kid.
yep. Always. I mean, yeah, bro. The good
But
quarterback's
even
always white.
yeah,
I'll be
no,
honest with
but
you.
but even then, like in the NFL, in college, like you're seeing how athletic they're getting. Cause back then, like yeah, like the old school quarterbacks, like that's the reason why Tom Brady's been playing for 20 years, 20 plus years. Cause he didn't move, he never had to move around much. He never took many hits.
Yeah.
He just stood there, like in between the linemen,
Mhm.
and like Aaron Rodgers is somewhat athletic, but he'll prefer to stay. Oh, what's the name? Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Like he'll just stay, like he'll get the ball and he'll just like stand there and just wait for a receiver. And nowadays they're running around. Look at what's his
Lamar Jackson.
yeah, he won the MVP in his rookie year.
Yeah. Shout out to him though. I mean, he deserved it, but um, I feel like another QB quarterback like that probably be like Russell Wilson, for sure.
Yeah, but they do the exact same.
Yeah.
Like not only can they throw, they have like a really good arm. They can run.
Yeah.
Like they're running now.
Especially Wilson though on the run, he has really pretty good accuracy on the run. I don't think Lamar has that accuracy yet, but Wilson for
He's
sure.
a rookie. Wilson was the same way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was his second year, I think, and he was under Joe Flacco, I think.
Yeah. No,
Lamar.
Wilson won the Super Bowl in the second and third
Oh yeah,
season.
and yeah, but back then he was like pretty fucking fast. I don't think he's as fast as he is now though.
He just focused more on throwing.
Which is good though, but yeah,
No, just like how athletic they are, and then same thing in the NBA, because you will see like Shaq, like he just stand under the basket.
yeah,
He got a
yeah.
ball, he just like shove you and push you, and it was just super physical.
Which I think, I mean, what if Shaq was in the league right now? Would you think he
No,
would
like
have?
that's a good question, because he would have to adapt. Like no matter what you see,
Because you see all these
like
athletic
Joel
guards,
Embiid,
yeah,
he's like the 7 foot, like three
monster.
monster. You throw him the ball, he's gonna drop a three.
Yeah, true.
You gotta watch that. What's his name? Nikola Jokic
Mhm.
from the
No,
Nuggets.
yeah.
He's also huge, and he's like, you'll
You
give him the ball behind the line, he'll shoot. He'll put one down.
do you think as years pass by, we're getting, how can I say?
Athletes are definitely getting more like sports are getting more
Yeah. Okay.
athletic.
So I was having an argument with one of my friends, right? Okay.
Okay.
Because we were comparing Usain Bolt's 100 time
Yeah.
versus who was it? It was back in the days. I mean, was it some track run? Okay, and there was a lot of I guess you could say there's a lot of things that affected, I guess, the old style, 'cause back in the days they would run on the dirt and they wouldn't have spikes. And so nowadays they have that track, and then they have spikes and they have the blocks where you can start off and stuff. And we were saying it was just times were off by like maybe like 2/10 of a second, or and they were saying that how he doesn't really think that we've like actually like evolutionized like that. We haven't like really like you know we haven't made a difference yet.
Yeah. No, cause I remember I think it was one of my recent episodes. I was talking to Edgar. He's a runner, and he was talking about how even it was recent. It was a few years ago. Nike had this project
Yeah.
where they made like they gathered up like the best runners,
Mm.
and they try to break like a marathon, which is 26.4 miles, I believe.
Oof, damn.
Yeah, it's over 26 miles, and they try to break the 2 hour mark.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
and
That's
then they got, I think it was the first run. It was, I forgot his name, but he's a Kenyan runner.
mm,
If you like, for the people listening, if you listen to Edgar's episode, like, you'll know who we're talking about, because we spent a while talking about this.
yeah.
But his first try with Nike, like, he was like, Edgar broke it down for me. It was really great. He was talking about they had like pace cars, they had everything set up for him,
Yeah.
and I think the first time he got like 2 hours 25 seconds.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
So it wasn't that he ran it that fast, but he just missed
So the record.
like the 2 hour
Yeah.
mark by 25 seconds.
That's
And just thinking about how long it is.
dude. I'm telling you, like, not a lot of people can even run a mile without stopping, and no matter at the pace they are. Like, it's difficult. But
And really, you get used to running, but like the point is
it,
how much science, how much we've learned from the
I
body.
mean,
And now like the new question is, how far can we get? Do you think, in terms of being like
yeah.
like how good can our body possibly get?
I mean,
'Cause it's
it's
only
just
so much a human can do.
yeah. Okay. It's just a matter of time to see, because we just keep on breaking records. Like, the humans will just keep on breaking
Yeah, it's
records
the
and
crazy
records.
part.
Yeah, especially with like running and swimming and all that. It's crazy.
Everything.
Especially like what's that one sport called? Where the big mans, you know what I'm talking about, that they lift?
Oh, world's strongest man.
Yeah, bro, where they see back in the days how they would lift and how much they would lift, and then compare it to now, how it's like a warm up to them. And it's crazy. I don't know if it's what's in the food or their training or their diet or
That should be some of everything.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, we know so much now that
True.
we just didn't know.
And we're just gonna keep on learning and different body types and all that good
But it's
stuff.
crazy to see where is it gonna stop.
I don't think you ever stop.
I
Like
mean,
in general.
it has to. We can't really be like. There's only so much a human can really do.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't. It's gonna go to the point where we're just gonna start experimenting on each other. Like I'm more than positive, and just see
What do you
how
mean by that?
see how we could develop like a human being. See from what DNAs and just combine DNAs and see if we could build a monster basically. And see if we could break records with that monster and or experiment whatever you want to call
So
it.
like AI,
Yeah, yeah. I
really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, you just cause I don't know, bro. There's just a lot to it.
How much do you know about AI?
Not a lot, but I
It
mean,
was worth it.
yeah. But it's gonna be interesting within the next couple of years to see how far we go, and what we could do. Cause I mean, there's a lot, but I don't know. There's just a lot of things that just going on in the world that maybe it's not our main focus right now. Especially like that one virus coming out, which if you think about it, it's kind of scary.
I think it's BS.
Really?
I really think it's BS.
I mean, well, BS as in how fast it's spreading, or just in general how
It's
the
not as bad
how people think
as
the
they
news.
portray it.
Okay.
I don't think it is. I mean, yeah, it's killing people, but there's other stuff I believe that we should be even more focused on. I'm not too well read on this, but there's always like those theories that everything is set up,
Yeah.
and so it's a government created.
So you think it's a setup?
I believe it's a possible setup.
You think because of China's
I think
overpopulated?
I think it's possible. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like it sounds fucked up, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
But
yeah, for sure.
there's just
Too many people.
I'm trying to put this like in a way where
In
it
a
doesn't
nice
sound
way.
where I don't no not necessarily nice way, 'cause I don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
but just like in a quote radical
Yeah.
way. But I remember like even high school and stuff like that, you would read about like what's that name of the book? I even have it like right here. It's fuck I forgot, but they talk about like fast food and what it takes to feed 330 million Americans,
Mm.
and it's just so fucked up.
Mm.
Like just what they do to everything,
Yeah.
like how everything's treated, and they think about that's only 330 million.
Mhm.
China and India alone have over 2 billion people.
Yeah. That's true.
Like how do you feed that? How do you feed that many people?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It just the news make it seem like a really big deal, and
They're always fucking everything up.
I mean, yeah, true. Cause like I said, I don't really watch the news to be completely honest with you. I'm just more stuck on my phone to see what I could read and see what sources are true and what sources are not. But yeah, they make it seem like that virus is like it's probably be the end of the world or something. Cause apparently it's spreading fast, and there's been a couple of cases already here in the U.S., especially here. There's already a case here, and then it's scary to think if that virus is actually that dangerous how people
I
say.
mean, it happened with Ebola.
Yeah, true. Which a lot of people were like kind of, I don't know. I didn't really take Ebola serious, to be honest with you. That is
So why are you taking this one seriously?
I don't. Well, apparently because to me it's spreading a lot faster than Ebola was, to be honest with you. And plus Ebola was from I believe Africa, right?
Yeah, the Western
Yeah, the Western.
countries.
Yeah, but I mean China's packed as hell. Like you never know what is gonna go on there, and I don't know. But yeah, I mean if you think about it like it's a setup and shit, then it is kind of fucked up. I mean, it is what it is. But sometimes this world is really overpopulated as hell.
It's something I want to get more into with like a not a conspiracy theorist or more someone that studies a lot more about this than I do, just 'cause it's really interesting
Yeah.
to like think and read about this
Mhm.
and how it could be a possibility.
I read a couple things about it, that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I don't even know what's going on over there. But maybe it is a setup. I don't know. Could it be a setup? Maybe just out the blue like that. People are saying they got it because of eating bats.
People are gonna forget.
I mean, eventually, but for sure. But do you actually think you could get this virus off of eating fucking bats? Like that doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, just the way you eat the animal, because we're meant to be animals
Yeah.
or to eat animals. It's just been that way since like we were like it's a primitive thing to do. Just 'cause when we're out in the wild, all you have are like lions and shit around you. You're gonna go for the fucking lion. Hell yeah, humans started
I
in
mean, might
Africa.
as well. You're hungry as hell. It's either you or the lion. Pick. So
And that's the thing. We're just so disconnected that we don't realize where we come from.
yeah, be you'll. But I mean, how can I explain this? I mean, you'll be surprised how many people can't fucking cook. Like they can't even fucking
Yeah.
cook at all, and it's like, damn, like, are we really that like off? You know what I mean?
We really are, especially nowadays with the internet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
Because like when I was younger, obviously we didn't have what the hell we have today, so I would spend my time, differently. My parents taught me how to cook. Thankfully, the basics of cooking. And once you learn that, then you could just put one together, and you just cook anything you want. But when I was younger, I got taught a lot of things that this generation of little kids you don't even see anymore. Like you say, like participation trophies and shit like that. Like, yeah, it just doesn't even.
So where do you like? Are you from here? Where are you from again?
Yeah, I'm from here. I'm from Dallas, and when I was younger, how I just left out the blue. I actually went to Mexico and lived over there for a couple of years, and then I came back, cause
What part?
Durango, Durango, Mexico. I lived over there for like, I believe it was 4 years, 4 or 3 years. And bro, the life over there is different. Like it's just different in general.
Explain it.
Well, obviously when you're little here, you just go to school and you just go back home, because they don't really let you go out in the street and stuff. Well, especially when it was me, I was only 9 years old when I went over there. But when I went over there, I would go to school. School over there for me was from 8:30 to 12 o'clock.
Really?
That was school, and after that, it was basically just free time. And then between those hours, they would just squish all the subjects in general, and they would you had to like just be writing down notes like every fucking single minute you were there, and it was just crazy. And then you would have tons of projects over there which were fucking unnecessary, and way after 12, and then after 12, I would walk from my school to my house. It was like maybe like a 15 or 20 minute walk, and you know for me to be able to walk at that, like young of an age, and it gave me so much fucking freedom over there, and I would do anything I want over there. I would even go to the fucking park and zoo, cause the park and zoo were like literally across the street, and I would go anywhere I want, and it was just the freedom that you have over there in Mexico is a lot different than what you had here, and the life over there is different, especially the food. The food over there is different. The meat tastes different over there, for some odd reason, you know. When I got there, I got sick at first when I ate over there, but then I started adapting and
It's
stuff.
a lot more pure. It's a lot more pure. The
Yeah,
food is.
yeah, for sure. Cause like they'll kill
Here
cows.
you don't know. Here you don't know where it's coming from.
You really don't.
It's
Yeah.
fucked up, but like I said, you have to feed 300 million mouths.
Over there, yeah, over there, like, cause my uncle, rest in peace, had a shop over, like a butcher shop, and he had like tons of things, and like he would take me to where he would go, and they would like kill the cows like right there in front of you and sell you the meat right there. It'll be like really fresh and stuff, and I started adapting, and then the food started tasting a lot better, and and
So how did he get used to like living here? When did you move here, and how did he get used to it?
like when I came back,
Yeah.
I was in 6th grade, bro. Um, at the time, it was difficult because I didn't have my mother. You know, it was only my father with me. So I had to do my chores. I had to wash. I had to clean for myself, and then obviously I had to cook for myself because my dad was working double shifts just so he can maintain, our home and bring us food and stuff. Um, I had older brothers, but they had their own families, bro.
Mm.
And I couldn't be not a bother to them, but I wasn't their responsibility, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I had to learn them all by myself, and until my mother came like 3 years later, thankfully, thank God.
So
And
she was in Mexico,
yeah, she
where
was in
just
Mexico.
going on.
Yeah, 'cause she still had a couple things going on over there, and
Mm.
she had to take care of. I had to come over here 'cause of personal reasons. Things were happening over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't safe over there, and I had to come over here. But I had to adapt. Like I said, I went to school. I I I left here when I was 9 years old, and English kind of like faded away a little bit.
Yeah.
And I
Languages are weird.
yeah, and so people were like amazed because I was talking like English like fluently over there when I went over there,
Yeah.
and they thought I was like fucking a genius or something. But I met a kid over there that was from California, and he was just in the same situation I was, and like people would be amazed because we would have like full on conversations talking in English, and people would be like, "What the hell?" And yeah, but I mean, it, Mexico was good while it lasted. I'll tell you this though, Christmas and New Year's is so much like more fun over there in Mexico.
Why is that?
Just like I said, a lot of freedom, a lot of fucking fireworks, a lot of firearms, a lot of everything, bro. A lot of food. God, just amazing over there. I wish I could go back, but I don't know. Things.
So like the party life over there.
Yeah, party life for sure is a lot better over there.
It's something I never really got into, to be honest.
What, the party
Like the
life?
party life.
I I never did either. Um, I was more of a just chill out. I would go and maybe drink a couple just with my friends, but that would be all. I wouldn't get like fucking hammered or drink stupidly and just drive. You know what I mean? Um, party really wasn't my thing. I don't really like to party or none of that. It's just not in me. I would rather just be at home just chilling.
That's what you do usually in your free time.
Well, well, my free time I usually give it to my girlfriend
Mm.
or whatever. Shout out to my girlfriend. I love her. Um, it just depends on what's going on, bro. Like I could just be chilling at home. She could come over or whatever, or we could go out to
Or
eat.
how did it change after high school? 'Cause that's really whenever a lot of people, like, it happens to everyone in different in life, and then other people, like, they get to click after high school. Some of them get during college, some of them get after,
Yeah.
or some of them just get it years after high school, or it's just different.
Look,
Like how did your life change after? 'Cause like we said, like you
yeah.
graduated 2 years
Hmm.
ago, the
Yeah.
same year as me.
Yeah.
Like, have you? Do you think it's clicked yet? I think that's what I'm trying to ask.
Look, bro. For me, my personal opinion, it clicked before even I graduated high school because I had to think about my family. Um, my family's not from here, so
Mm.
you know how that is. Especially for my father, my father is fighting diabetes, and it's kind of you just day by day you're just thinking this sickness is kind of like it's bad. He's gone through a lot of shit because of diabetes. Um, they amputated half of his foot, so it limits
Really?
it limits to what he could do. So it clicked before high school because I said I have to get a job somehow and I gotta save money and we have to put up a business somehow and we're gonna make it happen. And like I said, I worked a couple jobs and it just didn't work out. And so I worked construction, worked my ass off, you know, saved enough money and helped him put up his own little business. Um, what he does right now is just basically he just sells corn in the cup. You know how it is.
Mm.
And he's been doing that ever since, and it's been going pretty good for him. And he's his own boss, his own
Yeah.
boss, his own everything. He works his own, whatever he wants to work. Um, he's sitting down, which most of the time, which is good for his feet, because normally his feet get like how do you call what do you call them? Like yeah, like
Blisters.
blisters, bro. And from blisters they get infected, and that's how that thing works with diabetics. And they're hard to close.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and so he just sits down the most of the time, and he's just chilling. And I thank God for that for opportunity that we got everything, and because Dallas is a bitch for you to be able to put up a fucking food stand like that. They fucking ask for so many shits, and you gotta wait for so many
It's
people.
actually easier here than a lot of different
Really?
places.
Well,
So
it's
yeah.
still a fucking bitch here because you still gotta wait for a lot of people and have a lot of calls and call the firefighters and all this bullshit. But no, we got it. We made it. We got it. And now he's just that was my main concern in life for my parents to have a secure income coming in. So that's them. And so now I just gotta worry about myself because I just gotta know what the hell I'm gonna
What's
do.
going on with you?
Well, just like I said, I've been working construction, drywall, and framing, metal framing. Um, I just gotta find a way to,
What's that like?
um, people make it seem like it's a fucking like, oh my god, it's a bitch. But that job could be really cool at times. It's just a bitch whenever you gotta go high as fuck, and you gotta be like 4 stories up, putting up drywall and stuff, or putting up studs and metal studs, and and then the weather makes a big factor of it because in Texas here, it goes like above 100 degrees, and sometimes that shit sucks. It just sucks and sucks, and you gotta be just constantly drinking water when it's fucking cold too, when you can't even fucking feel your hands, and but you just gotta push through it. At the end of the day, it's a decent paying job for me right now, and I wanna learn a couple more things before I expand, and hopefully everything goes good with me.
So you're doing it for the money or 'cause you love it?
I'm doing it because it's a necessity, bro. Yeah, I
Mm.
like I like what I do, but at the same time, with with the bills I have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the only not the only job, but this is a good job that I can maintain my bills correct, that I could pay them
Yeah, it
on
makes
time
sense.
and have extra money for me and for whatever I want to do. Because I still want to fix up my truck. But yeah,
Your truck's pretty cool though. But
it's a decent little 17-year-old truck.
yeah,
Um
old trucks are dope though. I love them.
yeah, I mean for sure. I mean that's where my heart's at though. The old
Yeah.
things. Um I mean I got love for the new things too, but my
Shout out to the Cybertruck.
I don't know, bro. The thing's kind of ugly to me.
You know what? Cars were that Model T that started out when there were horses.
Yeah.
Like, you really think people looked at him thinking like that's dope? No, like no, I have my horse. Why the fuck do I need a car?
I mean true, but at the same time,
That's what's going on right now.
yeah. I mean I would.
I just believe we're in a time period right now where it's like between the like what at the time whenever there was horses and when there were cars like
Yeah.
on the same road.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's the future for sure. I believe.
Um it just was so much shit coming out, bro. You don't. Probably people are just I don't know. People have more options than anything right now. You could. I guess you could just. I mean, 'cause you want a Cybertruck, don't you?
Oh yeah, I want a Cybertruck.
Yeah. You see. I mean, I don't really. In my opinion, I really think Cybertruck's even for me. I mean, I would much rather get a diesel, like a big diesel truck or something.
It'll fuck you up.
Oh, you think so? You think it'll actually like outpower a diesel truck, the Cybertruck?
Shit. I mean,
I just don't like the looks of it. That's it.
yeah.
But I like all the features and it
It's
has.
that
It's
it's that
badass shit.
futuristic.
Yeah.
It's that futuristic fucking spaceship. I mean, driving around looking like GTA.
Bro.
When you get, GTA, whenever you get a tank, you're driving around.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm gonna look like.
Yeah, but I mean,
2022 though.
if you actually get it, just let me know what's up. I'm trying to see what's up.
Yeah.
What's in it. But
So efficient. They're extremely.
they look big as hell though. I want to know how
Oh, it
big they
is.
are.
it looks pretty big, yeah.
Yeah.
But just electric vehicles in general, they're doing great.
Yeah. For sure.
It's just there's so many like close-minded people now.
Mm.
I feel like there's always been, but I feel like now it's just more
I mean, you can't be
radical.
you
You're
can't be
choosing.
close-minded about the fact that you were gonna run out of petroleum, and just gas engines are
There's
just not
there's
gonna.
people there's people that don't care. They
It's
really think that it's still there. They like I said, we're disconnected.
yeah.
We don't know what's really out there.
Hmm. But I mean, at the end of the day, we just really gotta think for what's best for for all of us because, like I said, petroleum is gonna fucking run out, and we just could. I mean, if we could transition to electricity and probably make it work, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough subject.
Shout out to Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. It's kind of it's really interesting about. I mean, how a lot of people don't even know about him. Cause I didn't
Yeah,
even
no
know
one
about
does
him.
it.
I didn't know about him to be
Yeah,
completely honest.
until I brought it up
Yeah,
today.
that I'm saying. I didn't know about him, and it's interesting, you know. But
It
yeah,
is nowadays we're going through or we're in the beginning of the information like the information era
yeah.
when you have everything in the palm of your hand
Mhm.
and you can be that intelligent.
Yeah. Um.
'Cause you can sound smart. Like you can literally look anything up. Like earlier I was looking up how old LeBron is. I didn't know on top of my head. I had to look it up and it did in a few seconds like while we were talking.
Yeah. But a lot of people are lazy though. They're lazy as hell, and they just don't want to fucking read. People and like you said, there a lot of people are closed minded, and
Yeah.
they don't really give a fuck about anything as long as
Something also I push a lot is traveling.
traveling. I would love to travel. If you have the
It really changes you.
yeah. Well, you went to Germany, didn't you?
I've been multiple places.
All right, talk to me how Germany was, cause I don't know.
Germany, I feel like I've talked. People are already bored of this, but just very different. Like, especially like compared to the U.S.
Yeah.
Like people here. This is why I love traveling, 'cause people are completely different, but yet we're all humans.
Yeah.
Like we all have the same hopes. You can go to Paris. You can go to like some Amazonian tribe.
Mhm.
Like it's two different completely realities, but
Mhm.
they're both humans. They
Yeah.
both have love. They do everything out of love, and it's a really important message that
Mhm.
it opens you up. 'Cause like I said, here you get used to like your little, like your matrix. You know, you wake up, you go to work, get
Come back
home,
to work.
shower,
Yep.
next day do it again. It's like this matrix, and it just sets you up.
And then they control when you have your free time.
Yeah, exactly. Fucks you up,
Yep.
and like even when you travel, you go, you meet different people from all over. Like you can have a genuine conversation, interact with literally anyone. Like it doesn't matter who you are. We're all human. Um, I remember that story I always share about like the British, the Americans, and the Australians. How they're all from completely different corners of the earth,
Mhm.
and we all speak completely different Englishes,
Yeah.
but we all still speak English.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean.
And then we all went out. You know, everyone loves alcohol. It's
Yeah.
their
True. Like one thing, like I said, when I went to Mexico, and I came back, and as I got older, I realized how life's different, you know, because in Mexico a lot of people struggle over there, and they don't live like we do, you know. They lived for like higher
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap
status.
it up pretty soon 'cause you're getting phone calls
Yeah,
now. Let's
my
go.
bad.
No, you're
Um,
good.
you know, the life in Mexico is pretty hard. Okay. People live by, how can I say this? They don't have ordinary jobs like we do. You know what I mean? Um, their economy over there is not even close as good as us. Everything over there is corrupted, you know, and it's sad, you know, 'cause there's a lot of people that are really smart, and you know, I could come up, but just sometimes it's not meant for.
Solid setup.
Yeah, like I said, it's all set up just like it is here. Um, and I realized how lucky I am to be here. You know, and yeah, you can say whatever, but we have a lot of freedom here. So like we could just do whatever we want, and
This is the one thing like that's great about this country. They can't really find anywhere. Like, for example, marijuana. Everyone's like seeing the benefits it has.
hmm
It really has,
yeah,
and because people spoke, like they ended up having to listen because there's no point to like everyone's unhappy. They want it legalized,
yeah,
and now they have to listen. They don't have any other like. There's nothing they can do now. They have to listen. They have to imply these new like laws that people are wanting, like they're wanting to change. And I just feel like it should be. People really don't realize the amount of power they really have.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's really on us to make a change. I mean, if we want something, then we should speak for it. Um, but I mean, it's 'cause it's hard because there's a lot of closed-minded people, like you said. 'Cause just as much as people want it legalized, there's just as much as people that want it, you know, illegal. So it's really hard for a subject like that to come by. And if they legalize, I guess, marijuana and they start selling it, is government gonna control it somehow and start putting different things in it? You know what I mean?
I mean, it'd be good for business, just 'cause they're gonna have to regulate it. So that means that the quality's gonna have to be better. Like if
The quality might be better, but what about the side effects? What if they produce different side effects? Like, 'cause you never know what the
I
hell's,
mean
because they could tell you all
they
you
because
want.
it's regulated, like they're gonna have to tell you like what you're getting.
Yeah,
Like now you don't know. Like if it's not regulated, if it's illegal, like who knows what you're
yeah,
really getting. When it's regulated in a way, so one way or another, like like you can do this, not this, etc. And businesses can legally compete with each other, and like I have the better weed, come here. Like no, I have the better strains, come here, and it's good for everyone. You get better product.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just it's just hard because I feel like the government would be the one to do some type of shit like that. It just like modify the weed that they're gonna sell and just give it different types of fucking side effects. I don't know. That's just me
And
though.
they can be doing it now, really.
Yeah. Um. I don't know.
Or your dealer. If
Or
anything, I feel like it's more likely now just 'cause it's, like I said, it's not regulated. Whenever you have a business, a company that specifically grows marijuana,
yeah.
like the product's better. As long as monopoly, which is a really big problem that we can cover, or like I can cover with someone that's more well read about it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Um. So, business wise, do you think it's a good idea to legalize marijuana?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm very for it.
Do you smoke it? Or do you do anything with it?
I used to smoke a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Everyone did, really.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's
It was
I
obvious.
feel like it opens you up.
Hmm.
It obviously you have to be responsible with it.
Yeah.
Just like drinking water, you can die from drinking water. Too much water.
I mean, I just think.
You can die from a lot more people die from Coca-Cola and sodas, like
Yeah.
soft drinks. Those will really fuck you up long
Yeah.
term.
Mm-hmm.
Cigarettes are literally everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll definitely really fuck up your lungs and will kill you like fairly quick.
Okay.
Alcohol, same way. It's a terrible drug.
Mm-hmm.
Not only does it fuck you up, but it makes you aggressive. It grows hatred.
Not only that, bro, but alcohol. There's so many things that happens with alcohol.
It really fucks you up
Yep.
in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
You ever hear someone that's high that does a crazy ass crime?
Not on
Yeah.
marijuana, at least.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Um. I mean, I like I said, I guess I'll just have to really see how the government reacts and how they take this whole process and see what they do with everything. Because I don't think they're gonna be completely honest with us on how what they infuse and what they put in it and
But it will
how.
be companies making it.
Yeah, but at the same time is I don't
You can
know,
go to
bro.
like little local shops,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's them. Like it's basically on them. Whenever you go to like a restaurant, you
Yeah.
want the best burger, you want the best
Mhm.
taco, and like people are gonna be like continuously trying to create the best taco 'cause that's what they live for.
Yeah.
And I feel with what if it's legal, then there's gonna be companies specialize in growing and cultivating, and it'll be a lot better. And then not only like there's so much you can do with it. Not only like people hear marijuana, you think of like the joke, like the 420 jokes and like
Yeah.
being high all the time, but it does so much more. Like it
Medic
really
wise,
helps
yeah.
with like stuff with like ADHD,
Mhm.
anxiety,
No,
and
I've
people
never.
are really getting fucked up with all these like prescription drugs.
Mhm. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I've never smoked in my life, so I don't even
Mm.
know what the hell. I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, oh yeah, I've got a high. I've never smoked in my life. Um,
But you've drank before.
yeah, but like not like I've only gotten drunk like once in my whole
Mm.
life, and that was with one of my friends too. Shout out to Caesar at one time, but I would like to try it and see how it would do on me because sometimes I have anxiety. I'll be having bad anxiety.
See, 'cause what it does, like what the THC does, it brings you to an altered conscience.
Yeah, but
But it
apparently there's the new thing about what is it? What is it called, bro? This one product.
CBD.
Yeah, there you go. Um, it has the same effects as marijuana, it just doesn't get you high.
Yeah, 'cause
So,
it's from the same plant.
mhm.
But really, what the plant does, it relaxes you. Like it has a bunch of different chemicals, CBD being one of them.
So should people
Cannabinoid.
start being more into CBD instead of the whole THC thing?
No, okay. Here's the difference. 'Cause they're both plants, and it's even in the book I have like right here.
Yeah.
'Cause they're both the same plant, except one of them creates more THC.
Mhm.
That's the thing that gets you high. But
Yeah.
CBD
This
is
is a
like
medical thing.
you can even do it with like a regular, or I mean they all come from marijuana plants. It's the way they're cultivated.
Yeah.
But what they do, it's like an extract in a way,
Okay.
and marijuana has like these like the CBD.
Mhm.
THC actually has CBD in it,
Mhm.
but what it does that
Or just
the
mentally get you high.
THC is it gets to your brain, so it alters your state of mind.
Yeah.
But the CBD relaxes you,
Well.
so it'll make you release tension. That's why in sports it's becoming more open. Just 'cause imagine the NFL, like the steroids,
Yeah.
like the different painkillers they have to take. They're getting like a beaten week after week, week in week out. They're getting a giant beating. Basketball players, look how much that should run up and down the court. Soccer players that should run like 10 kilometers per game,
Yeah.
once or twice a week.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, I'll
And
have to
like
look
there's
more
all
into
these
it.
like terrible like stuff that to put in their bodies. Like look at Armstrong,
Yeah.
the biker. They took
Mhm.
away all of his stuff, but really I don't believe that a human can bike that much,
Mhm. Yeah.
like a certain amount of time, like the whole country.
I mean, I just have to look more into it, and see.
Yeah, but
Everything.
it's really interesting what it does.
Mm.
Like not only is it a medicine, but you can eat it. Like I said, that's a
So
bunch of different.
It's funny
different vitamins.
how good of a plant that is, and but
I mean, it's been around for
legal.
thousands of years.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's amazing how good of a plant that is and how much benefits it
It's
comes with, but it's illegal.
it's been around for thousands of years. Like you can look back at like ancient, like all these different ancient civilizations and how they all used it.
Yeah, well, alright, well,
So before, yeah, I know you're like in a hurry. Is there? Yeah, we just had to cut it short. But is there like any last thing that you want
I
to talk
mean,
about,
just in
or?
general, I just wanna tell people to spread love, spread positivity. This world needs a lot of love and positivity out there. I've seen a lot of shit going down, and it sucks. But just to anybody feeling down or anything, just keep pushing. Keep pushing and thriving. And you'll get there. I promise. You'll get there, and just and I appreciate you for having me
Yeah,
here.
no, for sure. Yeah, it was super quick. I wish it would have gone a lot longer.
Yeah,
But
for sure. I just technical difficulties, kind of.
yeah, it's both of our sides. But I mean, shit, if you want to come back, like feel
Yeah,
free.
for sure.
Like I
Especially if
know.
you have other people or something,
Oh no, I definitely will.
But
You need to let me know if someone's interested.
yeah, not for sure. Like I said,
But
just keep it up, bro. This shit's fun as fuck.
yeah, it is. But yeah, I wish I would have had you longer. It would
Sounds
have
good,
been
bro.
it would have been great.
Nah, but
'Cause
I appreciate you, bro, for
yeah,
having
man.
me. And I'll for sure, let people know and shit, so you can see different people's
Yeah, I appreciate it.
aspects of life and shit, how they're handling
Yeah,
life.
well, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Let's
See
see
you later.
next time what we got going on.
Yeah, be later.